So hii wiki hii nitazindua chama chetu cha kisiasa, na baadaye tutafanya sherehe kubwa sana ya launch. Mtakuja? Na hiyo chama ndio yetu. Tunajua huyu Ruto amepanga chama dogo dogo, mahwilbaro ya blue, ingine ya green, iko ile yake ya yellow. Ametengeneza mahwilbaro mingi sana. Hata atajaribu kusimamisha tumarais huko hapa kwa mlima, ati ndio agawagae kura yetu. Turamuonera 18. Sisi hatuwezi kubali, huwezi gawa sisi. Chama, watu wanajua chama yao na candidate wao watajua. So wewe ukileta candidates wagawe kura zetu, tunakujua na tunakuonea mbali.
Ladies and gentlemen, here I want to categorically state that Rigathi Gachagua has successfully locked out President William Ruto out of the mountain region. Why am I saying so? Since President William Ruto impeached Gachagua, he has used so many methods to bring down Rigathi Gachagua and even tried to conquer back the mountain region. But all those methods have flopped. Number one, in using of members of parliament. They went to the mountain, they got chased away, including the Nyeri town MP. Then he brought MATIANG'I, who literally was looking for boys or guys or youths coming to a rally and then disrupting Rigathi Gachagua's rally. All these guys stopped later on because Gachagua was successfully able to counter them. Number three, they started disrupting rallies where we had the police tear gassing people and even some young men coming with sharp objects or maybe some crude weapons to hit Rigathi Gachagua. All those things flopped. They even went to an extent to go to the church to scare Rigathi Gachagua from attending church services. Still, that one again flopped. Rigathi Gachagua, of course, has been threatened, and he has always been saying that. And that is also another way William Ruto has been trying to get into the mountain region. Then he conducted his journey. Actually, before even his journey, he brought on Kithure Kindiki. Kithure Kindiki has flopped. Now, he went ahead to come himself for the journey of the mountain, the visit to the mountain. Reaching there, after he finished, he again, Rigathi Gachagua came and neutralized everything. Even plus the addition of Justin J.B. Muturi and of course, the guy from Meru, that is Mithika Linturi, also came in and spoiled everything for President William Ruto after his visit to the central Kenya. So, ladies and gentlemen, in a nutshell, Rigathi Gachagua has locked out President William Ruto. However, we all knew that there were methods that Rigathi Gachagua was William Ruto was going to come up with to try and deal with Rigathi Gachagua and of course with the mountain people. And as you heard from that speech, those are the things that Rigathi Gachagua mentioned, and as a result, I'm going to do a video here today basically on that. But before I take you through, if this is the first time you're watching my videos, please take a second or two and subscribe. Also, thank you so much for those who've been supporting me, actually helping me arrive the 6,000 subscription mark. As we proceed to 10,000, please make sure that you're part of it by subscribing. Let me dive into the topic today, but before I do so, let me give you 2 seconds to subscribe. Thank you so much. Let me proceed. Now, it is very clear that William Ruto was planning to bring other parties to the mountain region. Parties that will be able to neutralize Rigathi Gachagua's party that is going to launch this coming week. A party introduced to the mountain region will definitely have regions like now Kirinyaga to have its party, Kiambu have its party, Nyeri its party, and then Nyandarua the same, Laikipia the same, Nakuru the same. But the fact is, as we speak today, Rigathi Gachagua has been able to neutralize it from that kind of a speech. And the moment it comes to telling the people what is going to happen, Rigathi Gachagua is good at that. So he literally told the people, William Ruto is coming here with there's a yellow wheelbarrow, a blue one, and many others are going to be introduced. So as you are going to come, if you are a member of parliament from that region, or maybe you are just a politician coming up, you are going to be branded as William Ruto's mole, as a traitor. So definitely you are not going to succeed in whatever you are going to do. But basically, some of them might be given money to do such things, but the fact is that that is the plan that was there. Apart from that, William Ruto was also going to introduce other candidates. We know very well that the mountain might not front a presidential candidate, but they are at liberty to introduce, and in fact will become a very formidable candidate for 2027. And I've always said that it is possible, and if he comes from Mount Kenya region, there's a possibility of us having a president from Mount Kenya. Now, if they introduce a presidential candidate from the mountain region, well and good. But if they don't introduce a presidential candidate from the mountain region in the opposition, then the flag bearer will be criticized. Okay, probably they are going to take Matiang'I or Kalonzo Musyoka. William Ruto will be able to introduce someone else so that this person can come and start campaigning vigorously to have the mountain on his side. On his side. So that will be a way to neutralize the mountain people. Try to divide the votes. And Rigathi Gachagua did not forget about that, because in his speech, he also spoke of the same. Now, what weapon does Rigathi Gachagua have towards President William Ruto that is making him to neutralize all other methods of President William Ruto that he has been trying against the Mount Kenya people? Number one, it's the early takeover of the Mount Kenya region. Rigathi Gachagua was smart enough to detect William Ruto's plan with Raila Amolo Odinga, and so he started the campaigns on Mount Kenya region early enough. He campaigned on one man, one vote, one shilling. He campaigned on protection of the people from the mountain region. He championed the interests of the people of the mountain. As a result, he was able to win the mountain to his side. So that winning of the mountain, it makes him actually have the strength politically to deal with President William Ruto. Because if he could not be having the mountain region, maybe become someone like Moses Kuria, maybe like Kithure Kindiki, maybe like someone like these politicians from the Mount Kenya region, then William Ruto could have dealt with him very early in the morning. By now, Rigathi Gachagua could have been forgotten. But because of the people he rallied behind him, he was able to comfortably neutralize President William Ruto's methods. Another thing he did is to quickly recognize Uhuru Kenyatta as the leader of the Mount Kenya region. Because people knew very well that is one of the tactics that William Ruto is going to use by coming with some people to try and counter Rigathi Gachagua in the name of championing Uhuru Kenyatta's interests. That could even happen without Uhuru Kenyatta's permission. But now Rigathi Gachagua was smart enough to tell the people that Uhuru Kenyatta ni kiongozi wetu. And if you noted what happened last weekend, Rigathi Gachagua was comfortably able to champion Uhuru Kenyatta's interest and tell William Ruto not to ever abuse Uhuru Kenyatta again. And ever since that time, we haven't had the people of William Ruto abusing Uhuru Kenyatta. And I think Rigathi Gachagua was becoming an authoritarian to William Ruto to an extent that he has to be listened or else something will be done. So you've not seen Farouk Kibet speaker against Uhuru Kenyatta or abuse him. We've not heard even Silvana Susoro. We've not had so many people abuse Uhuru Kenyatta now. They toned down because Rigathi Gachagua stopped them. Another thing that that Rigathi Gachagua was able to use to counter President William Ruto, it is ability to speak, his orator skills. Rigathi Gachagua, when he holds the mic to speak to the people of the mountain, they all listen because he speaks to the hearts directly. He knows how to approach it. This is a man in this current era cannot be beaten by anyone unless Uhuru Kenyatta himself comes on board. But Rigathi Gachagua, as we speak today, is top. He speaks, I almost rate him with Simbarati. He speaks seriously to an extent that the people of the mountain feel the pain and the bad side of President William Ruto. So as a result, William Ruto is able to be neutralized. He speaks the local language, the local understanding. I mean, it makes people to understand. He speaks that language of a small person down there, not a language of a leader like Matiang'I and the others. No, not like Kalonzo Musyoka. The language of the people. Another thing that he was able to do that we cannot dispute here, it is shifting what you call the support of the judiciary to his side. This gentleman, he was able to comfortably win the judiciary on his side. When they wanted to impeach Martha Koome, he stood in Embu, Meru, Amin, and said that if you touch Martha Koome, don't step here in Meru. Ever since the story about Martha Koome underground, things are in court and probably the court is going to rule in the favor of the Supreme Court. So the fact remains that Rigathi Gachagua was smart enough to have that, because we all know William Ruto uses the judiciary, more especially the uppermost, that is the Supreme Court, to do things. You see, lower courts, the Court of Appeal, High Court have ruled against the government on some issues. Upon reaching the Supreme Court, you realize that they overturned the ruling. That is a very clear indication that the judiciary was already compromised. But now Rigathi Gachagua's ability to defend the judiciary puts him at a certain level where the judiciary will see him from a different angle. I don't know what you think about Rigathi Gachagua's ability to neutralize President William Ruto, but let me see in the comment section what you think and what is this weapon that Rigathi Gachagua has probably have left behind. My name is Abel Mokwa. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to drop a comment here and maybe like my video. Thank you so much. See you next time.